So you know those moments where you film yourself and then you look back and you think you look pretty silly right now. That was me with my first video. Really unprepared and nervous. And when I'm nervous, I talk a lot, like babble my head off. And that is exactly what happened. But hopefully today, I'll be able to shed a little bit of light, and by light, I mean changing light, since the weather outside is being... Hi, YouTube! I'm back again, sooner than I thought I would be, to be honest, but I figured it's Friday, I'm a little more relaxed, and I have had some ideas throughout the week that I wanted to share, so I figured I would go ahead and make a video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of choosing your career path, the right career path for you. When you think about choosing your career path, you have to start thinking about, what you want to do for the rest of your life. And the rest of your life being probably after you graduate either college or university at this point. In my parents' days, the rest of your life generally started right after high school, or if they even finished high schools. Times have definitely changed. For the better, at least. Our kids now are going to post-secondary school, whether it's, for the trades, in college, being a doctor and going to university and then going to med school. It's a long and hefty process. School nowadays, it's just, I feel like we don't stop. I have a lot of friends who, after their undergrad, they kind of went right into their master's and now they're going into their doctorate. That's a positive change. It's great that more people are studying, but with that comes a lot of unfortunate things. I don't mean anything drastic or tragic. I mean, I meet people on a regular basis who dislike their job or their career path that they had chosen or studied for. So I wanted to talk about that because that's a serious issue, in my opinion. You are spending a lot of money into your education after high school. I left university with over $20,000 in student debt. A lot of students nowadays leave school with a huge hole that they have dug themselves in. And a lot of them dug this hole for something that they did not have their heart into. I wanted to talk to you about the importance of making sure that you choose the right place and that you choose the right way to go. The way I've always looked at it, just to give you a little bit of a background, my parents are both immigrants to Canada. My dad did high school here and my mom actually moved here after her and my dad got married. They both had jobs, full-time jobs. They were both incredibly hard workers, which is so important to show your children and to set an example for. And that's exactly what it did for me and my brother. We saw our parents, working hard every day and, bringing home money, being able to support us and help us live in a comfortable home, in a very comfortable neighborhood, and in a fantastic country, really. I mean, it's great. But one thing that really always stuck out with me was the fact that my parents would come home every day and they would not be happy and they would be very unhappy going to work in the morning. It was a very tough thing to watch, and you don't notice it when you're a kid, but when you start going into high school, maybe even late middle school, you kind of start looking at how your parents are acting and how they feel when they get home or when they pick you up from school, and you kind of think, was work really that hard today, or do they just not like their job? The truth is that they were unhappy with their jobs, but they had to work to make money. You have to work to pay the bills, right? Exactly what they were doing. They were basically just working to pay the bills. Luckily for me and my brother, they were great and understanding, and the only thing they've always ever told us, after you're done high school, go to school. Get an education. We don't care if it's college or university. We don't care. Go and get yourself an education, and it doesn't matter in what, as long as you have something. So I took that into consideration, and there's a whole story with my whole process in choosing what I wanted to do and what I wanted to go into. You know, more or less, they would have been supportive in whatever I would have chosen. And it became my motto when choosing my career path. I kind of I definitely knew that I wanted to have a job that I would be absolutely happy and excited to wake up to and go to every morning. I want you to think about this for a second. When I graduated university, I was 22 years old. If you stop after 4 years of education, and let's say you retire around 60, 65, you're working from 20 to 60. That's 40 years of your life that you're working. Why is it that you're going to risk going for something just because it gives you tons of money, but you absolutely dislike it? Considering all of these bright young minds who are going into these institutions ready to learn, all of this money is being tossed into the education system. I bet you anything that a lot of these people are throwing money into a program that they don't even like. There's a lot of people who go into a program that they love and that they're also brilliant at and amazing at. Then there's people who go into a program that they, are really good at, but they really dislike. There's always this gap because I believe the difference between the two of them is kind of just the motivation level of both. If you are studying something that you enjoy, I find that you are probably going to be a lot more motivated to go after it and do whatever you can to complete that degree. I don't say this because I'm some sort of expert. I'm telling you this because I was in a program that I absolutely loved, and every summer in university, I wanted to go back, and I wanted to go back and keep learning. I knew a lot of people who hated school. I mean, yeah, school is very easy to dislike. It's to be angry at school and get frustrated with it. And I got frustrated and angry with it too, but not for the reason that my program was bringing upon me. It was the pressure of exams and studying and assignments, which school will always have for you. But there is that fine line. I've met so many people at their own jobs who have told me, who would ask me what I'm doing, the general questions that adults ask each other. And I would tell them, oh, I'm a music teacher, I studied music and all that stuff. They would just look at me and go, oh my God, I wish I went into music. That actually breaks my heart. I've met so many people like this that it actually hurts sometimes. These people are at their jobs making so much money but are unhappy. This is the true meaning of money does not buy happiness. I feel like in today's society, there's a lot of pressure to go into an industry that will bring you home a lot of money. That is something that we all want. It's really unfortunate that we have to surround ourselves with that and kind of make plans based on how much money we're going to make, but that's life, right? We can't do anything about that. This idea that if you want to make a lot of money, you have to become a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, an architect, getting across in the wrong way. There are lots of people who want to be an engineer and want to be a doctor, and they really do enjoy it. Those people I applaud. It's the people who are kind of influenced not only by the society, but by the people that surround them and that tell them, hey, listen, you're not going to make money this way. You have to choose a different career path because if not, you're going to be broke. This idealistic job and like all these industries that are being pushed into our heads that, Oh, don't go into English because you're not going to get a job like that. Don't study women's studies. That's not going to do you any good. I only mention the arts, but it can go the other way as well. I'm obviously going to refer to Emma Watson here because who doesn't love Emma Watson? Where girls would ask her questions, and it was mainly about the he for she campaign that she had. There was one response that really stuck out to me, and that's the attitude that not just every woman, but every single person should have about what they want to go for. This girl asked her, you know, she said, hey, I want to be an engineer, but my dad said that I shouldn't do that because it's a man's profession. And Emma Watson just blatantly replied this. Boom! That's all you need to do. You know what? You want to become a writer? Be a writer. You want to become a dancer? You want to become a professional athlete? When you are doing something that you love, you will constantly be motivated to work for it, regardless of the number of rejections that you might get along the way. When you're studying something that you love, rejection is fuel to keep working harder. You know, rejection will come in all forms, in the form of people that surround you, rejection letters from universities, not getting jobs, not qualifying for certain promotions. If you love something that much, it's just going to make you want to work harder, so much more. J.K. Rowling, for example, she had to go through like 2 different agents before she found her final agent, and then that agent had to send her copy of Harry Potter, massive and completely successful book series. Her agent had to send it to like at least 12 publishers or something before it got accepted. Look at where she is now. You can't give up on that stuff. You will not fail if you just keep working at it. And if anything, those rejections will light a fire under you. Through all of these obstacles, you will become extremely successful because you have the heart and you have the motivation to go all the way. I understand that sometimes certain rejections will be difficult to swallow. The disapproval of either family members or friends, those will be difficult to swallow. But I want to promise you that one day you're going to wake up and you're going to find that light and you're going to say, you know what? Why am I going to risk my own happiness just because someone else disapproves of my ideas? Sometimes there are things that you can't control, yes. There are things such as the economy, and a recession can happen, and those times it does get a little harder, but those are things we can't control. You know, that's just something that is beyond our reach. You know, never think that your dreams are crazy. Your ideas, they can always become something. And if you have the opportunity to get a job that you adore, why not go for it? If you're working somewhere where you're unhappy, you're going to bring that into your personal life, and it's going to affect your personal relationships, whether it's with family or with your kids or with your friends. It's going to affect your personal life. Personal life and job life, you have to keep them separate. Sometimes your work life can sneak into your personal life, and not in a good way. Really consider what it is that you want to go into. If you ever need to switch, or you change your mind, you change your ideas, that's okay. Sometimes plans don't work out, but you find that you are passionate about something else. That happens to a lot of people, trust me. So don't get discouraged. That's a small little obstacle that you have to jump over, and you will go on and you will make something happen for yourself. You need to work towards happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness, but if you are happy and you are working somewhere where you are happy, you will find a way to make money out of it. Take it from me. I'm doing it right now. I am working my hardest, and I am really aiming for the best possible business that I can run. Just keep going for it. Don't give up. What is going to make you happy to go to work every morning? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't blab too much this time, but stay tuned for the next one. It might be a little more organized, might be a little more unorganized. Keep your eye out. I'm going to try my best to just keep bringing fun videos, motivational videos. So hit that subscribe button and I will try to keep updated as much as I can. Any comments are welcome. I enjoy and I take all constructive criticism. I know sometimes my thoughts can get out of hand and I can ramble on about certain things, but it's just something that I feel needs to be said, and it's something that I'm willing to work towards. I really hope that you guys really take into consideration what I shared with you. Have a good weekend, guys. Hopefully the rain doesn't let you down today. See you guys later. Bye.